Imagine this. You're walking up the stairs, holding a bag of groceries, and suddenly you feel your legs trembling beneath you. Or maybe you're just trying to get out of a chair, and it feels harder than it used to. If you're over 50, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. The truth is, after the age of 50, most people begin to lose muscle strength in their legs at a shocking rate. But what if I told you that just 3 simple exercises, done consistently, could literally turn back the clock, rebuild leg strength, and restore the kind of balance and mobility you thought was gone forever? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do them, and more importantly, why they work. Before we dive in, here's something you need to know. Studies show that after the age of 50, we lose about 1% of muscle mass every single year. That might not sound like a lot, but over a decade, that's 10%, and the legs are the first place you feel it. That's why so many people in their 60s and 70s struggle with balance, fall more often, and even lose their independence. But here's the good news. Your body is capable of rebuilding that strength at any age. Yes, even at 60, 70, or 80, you can still make your legs stronger. And that's exactly why these 3 exercises I'm about to share with you are so powerful. Now, before we jump into the actual moves, let me tell you a quick story. A close friend of mine, let's call him John, was 62 when he noticed his legs just weren't the same anymore. He loved gardening, but bending down and standing back up started feeling impossible. One day, he tripped on his front porch step, and while he didn't hurt himself badly, it scared him enough to realize something had to change. Fast forward 3 months later, after doing these exact 3 exercises consistently, John was not only stronger, but he told me he felt 10 years younger. He could walk longer, stand taller, and felt more confident in his body. That's the kind of transformation I want for you. Think about it for a second. What's the number one thing that keeps people from enjoying life as they get older? It's not wrinkles. It's not gray hair. It's the inability to move freely without fear. Losing your leg strength doesn't just make walking harder, it takes away your independence. And I know you don't want to be the person who has to depend on others just to get around. That's why what you're about to learn could be life-changing. Let's talk about why your legs are so critical to your overall health. Your leg muscles are some of the biggest and most powerful in your entire body. They carry your weight, protect your joints, and keep your balance steady. But here's the kicker. When your leg muscles weaken, everything else starts to suffer. Your back takes on more strain, your posture collapses, your joints ache, and even your cardiovascular health declines. That's because when your legs are weak, you move less. And when you move less, your entire body pays the price. But the flip side is just as powerful. Strengthen your legs, and suddenly everything feels easier. Walking, climbing stairs, gardening, playing with your grandkids, even standing up from a chair, it all becomes effortless again. That's why rebuilding leg strength isn't just about fitness, it's about freedom. And the best part? You don't need a gym. You don't need heavy weights. You don't even need a lot of time. In fact, if you just give me 10 minutes a day, I'll show you 3 exercises that can literally rebuild your legs from the ground up. 3 moves, that's it. Exercise 1: Deep dive with storytelling. The first exercise is the sit to stand. Sounds simple, right? But this one move is the foundation of independence. Every time you stand up from a chair, you're practicing this movement. The problem is, as we age, many people start pushing off the armrests or leaning forward just to stand. That's a red flag that your leg muscles are weakening. Here's how you do it. Find a sturdy chair and sit down with your feet flat on the ground. Cross your arms over your chest, and slowly stand up without using your hands. Then sit back down, controlled and steady. Do this 10 times. Now here's the secret. This isn't just about your quads or hamstrings. It's about retraining your brain and muscles to work together again. It restores your ability to rise from a chair, a bed, or even the toilet without assistance. For someone like John, this exercise was the game changer. Within weeks, he noticed he could stand taller, and by the end of 2 months, he didn't need to grab the armrest anymore. Here's a quick challenge for you. The next time you sit in a chair, try standing up without using your hands. Can you do it 10 times in a row? If you can, that's fantastic. If you can't, don't feel discouraged. It just means this exercise is exactly what your body needs. Exercise 2: Storytelling with Visualization. The second exercise is called the heel-to-toe walk, also known as the balance walk. Imagine you're walking on a tightrope. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot, then step forward slowly. Take about 20 steps, focusing on control and balance. Now, why is this exercise so important? Because balance is the first thing to go as we get older. Weak legs are one thing, but poor balance is what actually leads to falls. And falls are no joke. They're one of the leading causes of injury and even hospitalization in people over 60. But here's the hopeful part: you can retrain your balance. Every time you practice this walk, you're strengthening the small stabilizer muscles in your legs and ankles, as well as teaching your brain to stay steady. Picture yourself walking confidently into a restaurant, down a set of stairs, or even across uneven ground without fear. That's what this exercise gives you: the confidence to move without worrying about falling. Close your eyes for a second and imagine this. You're walking down the beach barefoot, the waves crashing at your feet. With every step, your legs feel strong, your balance is rock solid, and your stride is smooth. That's the kind of life balance training can restore. Exercise 3: Detailed breakdown with benefits. Finally, we come to the third exercise, the step up. This one is incredibly powerful because it mimics one of the most important daily movements, climbing stairs. Find a low step, a sturdy bench, or even the bottom step of a staircase. Step up with one foot, then bring the other up to meet it. Step back down, and repeat. Start slow, maybe 10 repetitions per leg. Here's why this exercise works wonders. It targets every major muscle in your legs, the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, all at once. But it also challenges your balance, coordination, and even your heart. In fact, step-ups are like a mini full-body workout disguised as a simple movement. Do this consistently, and you'll notice that climbing stairs suddenly feels easier. Your legs feel lighter. And here's the kicker: you'll also be burning more calories, boosting your metabolism, and protecting your joints all at the same time. And don't just take my word for it. Research shows that functional exercises like sit-to-stands and step-ups are some of the most effective ways to prevent mobility decline in older adults. So when you do these exercises, you're literally training like the pros recommend. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds too simple, but remember, simple doesn't mean ineffective. In fact, the simplest exercises are often the most powerful. The key is consistency. If you do these 3 moves, sit-to-stands, heel-to-toe walks, and step-ups, just 10 minutes a day, you'll feel the difference in as little as 2 weeks. And in 6 to 8 weeks, you'll notice a transformation that will blow your mind. So here's my challenge for you: commit to these exercises for the next 30 days. Write it down, set a reminder, and track your progress. Listen, aging is inevitable. But weakness doesn't have to be. You deserve to walk with confidence, to play with your grandkids, to climb stairs without hesitation, and to enjoy every single day without fear of falling or slowing down. Your legs are your foundation, and now, you have the tools to rebuild them. So start today. Take that first step, literally. And remember, here on Peak Physique, we're not just about exercise, we're about giving you back your strength, your independence, and your freedom. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Peak Physique, and share this with someone you care about. Because the best gift you can give them is their strength back.